In last session, we have discussed about introduction and that first topic from our new chapter, that is chapter 9, soil. We have seen some basic regarding this soil and topic 9.1. In this session, we are going to discuss our next topic, that is 9.2, soil profile. And today, for this session only, I am going to shut off my video. Okay, so our next topic is topic number 9.2, that is soil profile. Soil is composed of distinct layers. Perform the following activity to find out how these layers are arranged. Okay, we generally observe that there is something inside the soil also. Okay, with our naked eyes or simply generally we can see the above layer of the soil only, but there must be something inside the soil also. Okay, so there must be some different layers, and today with the help of this activity 9.2, we are going to analyze, we are going to discuss this some different layers of the soil. Okay, so what is that activity 9.2? Take a little soil. Okay, you are being asked to take a little soil, a little part of soil. Break the clumps with your hand to powder it. Okay, simply you can observe some some type of clumps. Okay, some small clumps will be there, some big clumps will be there. So just you can powder it with your hand only. Okay. Now take a glass tumbler, three quarters filled with water. Okay, 75% filled with water, as you are given in this figure 9.2, and then add a handful of soil to it. Okay, stir it well with a stick to dissolve the soil. Okay, uh, we can say that simply we have to add the soil in the water and stir it. Okay, so that we can see the things inside the soil after some times. Stir it well with a stick to dissolve the soil. Now let it stand undisturbed for some time. Okay, you can take 1 to 2 hours minimum. Okay, so that completely it is being undisturbed, and all the thick particles will be at the bottom side. Okay, and some lighter particles will be at the upper side of the glass. Okay, so we can analyze it. Afterwards, okay, you can take some help from this figure 9.24. Afterwards, observe it and answer the following questions. Do you see layers of particles of different sizes in the glass tumbler? Draw a diagram showing these layers. Okay, the diagram will be almost, okay, we can say as given in your figure 9.2 only. Okay, it will be same almost. Are there some dead rotting leaves or animals remaining floating on water? Okay, some animals, okay, simply small kind of animals, okay, we can say, or else some leaves will be there on the water. Okay, simply first layer of the water. So main reason for these animals and leaves is that they are lighter in weight, okay, than this soil. The rotting dead matter in the soil is called humus. You probably know that the soil is formed by the breaking down of rocks by the action of wind, water, and climate. This process is called weathering. Okay, you have already gone through weathering, but in this figure 9.2, you can see this humus. Okay, that what is the humus and where it is. Okay, we can say on the water simply. The rotting dead matter in the soil is called humus. Okay. The nature of soil depends upon the rocks from which it has been formed and the type of vegetation that grows in it. Okay, we have seen some reproduction type, okay, or simply in asexual type or anything else. We can we have already discussed this vegetation. Okay, so the soil, okay, nature of any soil is completely depend on this type of factors. A vertical section through different layers of the soil is called soil profile. Okay, this is the definition you can write down. Okay, in the exam. Okay, whenever if you are being asked in the exam that what is soil profile. Okay, in 1 mark, or let's say a short note in 3 mark, then you can start with this line. Okay, simply this definition that a vertical section through different layers of the soil is called the soil profile. Each layer differs in feel, okay, simply in texture, color, depth, and chemical composition. Okay, these layers can be differentiated with the help of this texture. Okay, that it may be soft or it may be very hardened soil. Okay, color of the soil, depth, and chemical composition. These layers are referred to as horizons. Okay, as you are given in this figure 9.3. Okay, this is the figure of soil profile you are given. That is A horizon, B horizon, C horizon, and bedrock. Okay, so let's discuss that what is this horizon and what is it. We usually see that the top surface of the soil, not the layers below it. If we look at the sides of a recently dug ditch, we can see the inner layers of the soil too. Such a view enables us to observe the soil profile at that place. Soil profile can also be seen while digging a well or laying the foundation of a building. It can also be seen at the sides of a road on a hill or at a steep river bank. Okay, this is some situations you are given in which you can observe this soil profile. Okay, and apart from this, I suggest you. Okay, this is quite strange or this is quite rare for us, but in some movies or somewhere else, if you can see that mines. Okay, in mines you can observe this soil profile. Okay, the uppermost horizon is generally dark in color as it is rich in humus and minerals. Okay, we have already seen that some rotting dead leaves or animals or anything else is included in humus. Okay, so the uppermost horizon is generally dark in color as it is rich in humus and minerals. This paragraph is about uppermost horizon. Okay, and what is it? It is rich in humus and minerals, and that's why we are just using it to for agriculture simply. Okay, the uh, humus makes the soil fertile and provides nutrition to growing plants. Okay, simply as we have discussed, this layer is generally soft, porous, and can retain more water. Okay, if it can retain more water, then it can be helpful to the growing plants also. It is called topsoil or a horizon. Okay, the uppermost soil is known as topsoil or a horizon. Okay, as you are given in this figure 9.3. This provides shelter for many living organisms such as worms, rodents, moles, and beetles. The roots of small plants are embedded entirely in the topsoils. Okay, roots of small plants. After that one, shelter for many living organisms such as worms, rodents, and moles and metals. Okay, this is something important you are given in this paragraph. The next layer has a lesser amount of humus but more of minerals. This layer is generally harder and more compact and is called the B horizon or the middle layer. And it is generally harder and more compact. The third layer is the sea horizon, which is made up of small lumps of rocks with cracks and crevices. If you are just writing these basic things regarding this horizon also, then it will be more than enough. Below this layer is the bedrock, which is hard and difficult to dig with a spade. Okay, so these are about some basic these are some basic about this soil profile. Okay, that how we are dividing it into different things or simply different horizon. Okay, so first one is A horizon, B horizon, second one is, third one is C horizon, and the last one is bedrock. Okay, so in first one, this is A horizon, or we are given the name topsoil. Okay, so in topsoil we can have some humus, and because of this humus only, this soil will be more fertile. Okay, and provides nutrition to the growing plants. Okay, in B horizon, minerals will be there, you are given here, that harder and more compact. Okay, and next layer, lesser amount of humus but more of minerals. See, lesser amount of humus but more of minerals. Okay, in C horizon you are given that it is small, made up of small lumps of rocks with cracks and crevices. Okay, and last one is bedrock, which is very hard, okay, which is hard and difficult to dig with a spade. Okay, so this is basic thing you are given in this soil profile. Okay, this is topic 9.2. In next session we will discuss about soil types. Okay, that is our next topic 9.3. That's it for today. Thank you very much and have a nice day to all of you.